If-then clauses in the present tense. These are going to utilize some of the subjunctive case, so let's review some of that. Zum Beispiel, here we go in the present tense. Wenn ich Zeit hätte, if I would have time, or if I had time, wäre ich froh. Would I be happy? I would be happy. So, present tense, right now. Wenn ich Zeit hätte, wäre ich froh. If you take a look at this, you'll notice that this utilizes the subjunctive form of haben, so have, so I had time or would have time. Wäre, the subjunctive form of sein, so sein war, wäre. Wäre meaning would be. So if you have forgotten a little bit about what these subjunctive things are, we're going to review those charts in just a minute. So things you may have noticed. First, that there's a wenn statement, the if part, and then there's the then, the dann part. Sometimes the dann can be omitted, but certainly you want to make sure you have this if. The second thing you notice is you either used hätte, wäre, or würde plus the infinitive in both halves of the sentence. So both clauses utilize the subjunctive. And don't worry, we'll review what these conjugated are. The third thing you may have noticed is the word order. Okay, so I'm going to flip back real quick to show you. Right? Wäre ich, so inverted word order. Here, the verb pushed to the end as a subordinating conjunction type. This did not use dann, so dann was omitted in this context, but they did use the subjunctive hätte, wäre, or würden plus the infinitive. All right, so all three of these elements were followed. All right, so zum Beispiel, wenn ich reich wäre, dann hätten wir mehr. So let's check. Do we have an if-then statement? Yes, if-then. Do we utilize the subjunctive forms of the verb? Do we have hätte, wäre, or würden plus the infinitive? Yes and yes. Did we watch our word order? Yeah, we made sure we put our verbs in the correct position. So, wenn wir reich wären, dann hätten wir mehr. Okay, so let's take a look at the subjunctive form of haben, so the would have or had in most cases. Ich hätte, du hättest, sie, es hätte, wir hätten, ihr hättet, sie hätten. So make sure you write those down. Pause and go to the next when you're ready. Subjunctive of sein or to be. So this becomes not to be, but would be. Ich wäre, du wärest, sie, es wäre, wir wären, ihr wäret, sie wären. Pause and write this down and resume when you're ready. And finally, would plus anything else. So would work, würde arbeiten, would sing, würde singen, would sleep, würde schlafen. So this requires you to use würde for the would, and if you look, it's from the werden form, and then add an infinitive. So ich würde, du würdest, sie, es würde, wir würden, ihr würdet, sie würden. So pause and write this down for your notes and resume when you are ready. So, zum Beispiel, let's take a look at some examples following those three things we need. Wenn ich müde wäre, dann würde ich mehr schlafen. We have a wenn, dann, we have an if, then. We utilize our subjunctive verbs, and we watch our word order. If I were tired, or if I would be tired, then I would sleep more. The next one. Wenn nicht in der Schule wäre, würde täglich arbeiten. If he would not be in the school, so if he weren't in school, he would work daily. So we have wenn. This has no then, but it's implied. We utilize subjunctive, and we watch our word order. Make sure you have these two. These would be good examples. So, putting all that into practice, take these English statements and write them as German. Notice if, then, subjunctive, and word order. Pause this video, and when you are done, you can release this video to check your answers. Die Antworten. Nummer 1. Wenn du eine nette Person wärst, dann würdest du uns helfen. Please make this correction. I forgot the N there, so not us. That's English. Uns. U-N-S. Wenn du mehr Zeit hätte, dann würdest du deine Oma besuchen. Notice Oma is for grandma. Großmutter would be for grandmother. So watch the words. And the last one. Wenn ich einen Job hätte, and if you wanted to say Beruf, that would probably work too. Or wenn ich eine Stelle, if you use Stelle, then it's eine. So Stelle, Beruf, die Stelle, der Beruf, der Job. Wenn ich einen Job hätte, würde ich jeden Tag arbeiten. Danke.